Alright, I decided to meet you back here at the switch disk screen. I am now going to switch my disk right now. Just figured I'd give some time. So while we're at it, let's think about this here. Fei and Elly have just been shot down by Ramsus. They're in the forest and apparently Elly was bleeding really badly. Also, it seems Graf was there watching them. What is going to happen next? Well, I am closing the lid. And thus, Disc 2 starts. What shall we encounter now? Dreaming. I was dreaming. Perhaps it may have been but a long-forgotten memory. A dream. A memory. Things remembered when one is asleep. Things forgotten when one is awake. Where the deepest layers of memories become the outmost layers of one's dreams. The Y looked a bit weird on Fei. Which are reality? Which are illusions? One cannot tell until one awakens. Or perhaps they are, at the same time, both truth and fiction. A vast nebulous, with no boundaries. An emptiness equivalent to my own existence. I dreamt such a dream. A long, never-ending dream. What are you talking about, Fei? Lacan. Lacan, what is wrong? Lacan? In that dream, I was called Lacan. I was an artist. I had become recognized as a talented artist and now was painting the portrait of the Nissan mother, Sophia. Huh? No, it is nothing. Let us finish for today. You look rather tired. Are you all right? I am fine, thank you. But now that you mention it... Shall we stop for the day? You must be the one who is tired, Mother Sophia. Enough of that now. Wow, she really does look like Elly in that picture versus the portrait. When it was just the two of us, would you stop calling me that? Just call me Elly, as you used to do in the old days, and you don't have to be so stiff and formal. Oh, alright. Very well. No, I mean, yes, let's do that, Elly. So that's how he knew the name Elly. Elly. It was a time when she went by such a name. A time when we had met up with one another. A time when nothing mattered between us. It was better that way. Just two people together. It was better to have left it that way. I think I might go back home. Only for a week or so. Oh, really? What is the matter? I ran out of paint, so I, need to go make some more. You're going all that way just to do that? If I don't go there, I won't be able to get the right pigments. Oh, then how about I have one of my followers, the Kahal, take you in one of our gears? You'll arrive quicker and you'll be much more safe. I lied. I wasn't out of paint. I just feared I would finish the portrait. I wanted to keep on painting forever. So I wanted to buy time. She'd probably despise me for that. No, she'd probably just give me her usual smile. She was that kind of woman. Dreams. A life of a man named Lacan. And the lives of countless other men, all but dreams. Now that I am awake, those countless number of long, heart-trending dreams are almost impossible to remember at all. In those dreams, I loved one woman. No matter the day, no matter the era, that did not change. Nor did her name. That dream changed me. That dream was the catalyst for me to resolve what my purpose was. I think I know now what I have to do. That long, long memory of a dream. Perhaps it was the memory of my soul. A dream. I was dreaming a dream. Or perhaps it was a memory from a distant past. A dream, a memory. Those words I was unable to convey, that day, that time. Those thoughts I was unable to carry out. Words and thoughts, the connection between the two. Without words, thoughts cannot be conveyed. Without thoughts, there are no words. They are both as vital as each other. They can never be divided. Like the wings of angels, like a man and a woman. An unchangeable destiny. Feelings one wishes one could change. Meeting with the person who would change me, and watching myself change. I dreamt such a dream. A long, never-ending dream. Apparently they're in the same boat. Lacan. Lacan, what is wrong? Lacan? In that dream, I was called Sophia, Mother Sophia. A symbolic name, crowned upon the person who would be the people's hope. A name I was destined to have, whether I wanted it or not. Huh? No, it is nothing. Let us finish for today. You look rather tired. Are you all right? I am fine, thank you. But now that you mention it... Shall we stop for the day? You must be the one who is tired, Mother Sophia. Enough of that now. When it was just the two of us, would you stop calling me that? You just call me Elly, as you used to in the old days, and you don't have to be so stiff and formal. Oh, alright. Very well. No, I mean, yes, let's do that, Elly. Elheim. I've always liked that name, because when I first met him, that is what he called me. That is my true name. I think I might go back home, only for a week or so. Oh, really? What is the matter? I ran out of paint, so I need to go make some more. You're going all that way just to do that? If I don't go there, I won't be able to get the right pigments. Oh, then how about I have one of my followers, the Kahal, take you in one of our gears? You'll arrive quicker, and you'll be much more safe. I wonder when it started, that he started refusing me. The walls between us, our positions, our circumstances, he refused to recognize these. No, maybe it was me. Therefore, I didn't want them. I wanted the two of us to be ourselves. That is what I wished for. So, I'd had him paint me, the way I really am. Dreams. A life of a woman named Sophia, and the lives of countless other women, all but dreams. Now that I am awake, those countless numbers of long, heart-trending dreams are almost impossible to remember at all. In those dreams, I loved one man, no matter the day, no matter the era. That did not change. Only his name. That dream changed me. That dream was the catalyst for me to resolve what my purpose was. I think I know now what I have to do. That long, long memory of a dream. That perhaps was the memory of my soul. So we had two versions of the same story. Whoa. Mysterious old man. He's finally awake. Here you go. I'm healed. You've been sleeping in this nano-reactor for 3 weeks. Nano-reactor? Who are you? Me? I forgot my name. Some people call me Tara. You seem to have recovered completely. Those were terrible wounds, but maybe your youth and strength helped. But your friend's wounds are more serious and may take a while longer. My friend? Elly. Elly. Hey, quit staring at the naked girl and come over here. Elly? Huh. So they're both in tubes, somehow found by this one dude. Alright. Disc 2 starts out with a long sequence about dreams and 2 naked people. Alright. So for some reason she's in a fetal position. Either way, where's this old man? Hey, whoa. Fei! Doc! I heard from Tora and hurried right over here. Boy, was that lucky. You were fortunate to have come down near Tora's research facility. This is no research facility. It is a man's hideaway. Sidon told me about you. I was shocked to see a couple lying down with blood all over them. Couple? At any rate, you had a narrow escape. Fei, make sure you thank Tora. Tora, thank you very much for helping Elly. Both Elly and I were hurt so badly. What is the machine? What is that machine? It's called a nanoreactor. It is a device that can rebuild substances at the molecular level. Not only can it just heal humans, but theoretically it should also be able to create many substances. Is that the same thing as the guy in Solaris? I mean, is that the same thing as Krellian is studying? Yes, that's right. I was the one who taught nanotechnology to him. You did? We shouldn't waste time talking about such an unimportant subject. Looks like her treatment is done. Oh, you don't need to come. Just wait there. So is that why their memories suddenly started weird coming back sequence? Fei. Elly! Fei, now why don't you get some fresh air outside? It ought to ease the shock of the change. I knew it was you. Fei? When you came in that room just then, I was afraid you may have forgotten about me and everything else. What do you mean? I mean, because, Elly, you seemed a little different than before. Has my face changed? No, that's not it. It's more like... I mean, your atmosphere or impression is different. Just a little. But I felt something familiar. I felt the same way when I met you for the first time. Some peculiar feeling like we've met before somewhere. Fei? Yes? I don't remember much what happened after we were shot down. It's better that way. But I heard someone calling my name. I felt I was covered with something very warm. I remember that clearly. Thank you, Fei. Elly. Fei. Hey, it's almost time for you to come back. There's something important we need to talk to you about. Alright, we're coming. Well, Elly, shall we go see what's up? Sure. Alright, new area? Another forest area. I'm on top of that house. Wow. I was thinking, why am I falling down? So, this is Tora's place. Wow, it's pretty long. It actually extends all the way down here. Got a little thing over here. There's the door to it. Alright, so Tora, what do you know? You probably know something. No point in saving. I just started. There's nothing happening here. Let's gotta fight right away. Alright, Sidon seems to know him. How do you feel now? The fresh forest air should have refreshed you somewhat, huh? Anyway, about the removal of the seal. I found out it can be released by using the nanotechnology that regenerated you two. The nanoassemblers are enclosed in this pod. If only we could scare them all over the world. There's an ancient military installation nearby. We might be able to use that mass drive located in there to launch this pod into the upper atmosphere. Once the nanoassemblers are released up there, the convection current should spread them all over the world. I wish I could go do it, but I am getting much too old for that type of thing. Then again, it's for your future. An old man should not butt in. You young ones must do it for yourselves. Is he going to explain what it's for? Because it'd be nice to know. Here. And of course, I'm not asking you to do it for free. Try this wristband on. What is that? This is an emotion control device in which nanotechnology is applied. From this machine shaped as a wristband, nanomachines are infused through your epidermis into your brain. There they refine the SSRI intracerebral substances, such as serotonin, that control emotions. Well, I suppose it's rather difficult for you to understand. But in short, it means that the manifestation of your second personality, id, can be suppressed. Id. Fei. Well, it's all theoretical though. Oh, and I did one more thing as well. I installed the same control device in your gear. You mean it can release id as well? I mean, you can release id at will? Yes, I call it System id. But of course, it should not be overused. Use it only as a last resort. Elly, Doc, Fei, there was nothing you could do. It will never happen again with Taurus technology, though. He is one of the 3 Shevet sages. Ah. Whether you believe it or not, it's up to you. Oh, sounds like we have a guest. You want me to answer the door to your place? Jeez, what a weird old man. Yeah, I've already looked around here. There's nothing here. Who would the guest be? Shevet and Siri. Fei, we've got problems. Today, a peace settlement between Eva and Kislev is being held at Shevet. But Solaris' mobile weapons are approaching Shevet as we speak. Please help us. That has nothing to do with this young man. Tora. You're getting on my nerves for being so selfish. Satan told me about you. You showed up after finding out that it is now controllable. Aren't you ashamed? You haven't changed since then. You only care about yourselves. Fei, you don't need to listen to these guys who once tried to kill you. But... please go. I'll go to the mass driver. Elly? No matter what happened before, Shevet needs your help now. Although you may be saving some selfish people, there is still the world and its countries with many more innocent people. Please, don't forget that. Bart and his people are fighting to protect those same lives, aren't they? So please go help them. Are you sure? What about you? Don't worry about me. I'll manage somehow. But all by yourself? I will accompany Elly. You do not need to worry. I have brought along my own Omni gear. Your own Omni gear? Yes, my Omni gear. Fenrir. It is the same one I brought from Solaris. I left it with Gaspar in case of emergencies. Doc. Alright, please take care of her for me. Elly, be careful. I will. We are truly grateful for your kindness, Fei. Suit yourselves. Oh, well. Ignis, right? Yes, the goal of the enemy is to destroy the cities in Ignis. They have already destroyed half of Bledavik and will probably reach Nisan in about 4 hours. Shevet will try to drive them back with all the power it has. 4 hours. That's cutting it close. No need to worry. Balthasar and I fixed your gear with the nanomachines. It's much more powerful than it was ever before. Why, you should get there in half the time. What? Is Old Man Bao there? Here? Emeralda is here as well. Here where? Oh, here in the forest. I haven't used Emeralda yet. I suppose I'm gonna have to. Was Balthasar gonna also join my team? I guess his gear now has those weird things on it, or was that never there before? I don't know. I think it looks a bit different, his gear. Man, I haven't seen this guy since like the first 10 hours. This is incredible. We meet again. The host for the spirit of the Slayer of God. I didn't think I would ever work on it again. But why are you both helping me? There are some things you just can't explain with the word. Fate. You're just going to have to see it with your own eyes. Fei, going? Yeah, I'd better hurry. Hey, where are you going? Fei, please hurry. Alright. I guess it looks different. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell on the minute details, personally. I'd have to see, like, comparison photos. Granted, those big things in the back with the jets don't seem to be as familiar. I assume Emeralda has her own gear. First time I would ever see such a gear, actually, because I never got to use her in a gear section before. Are you sure you want to go through with this? You wanted to live quietly away from the battlefield, didn't you not? I noticed myself running away from reality. At first, I thought my situation was similar to his. I thought Fei would understand my feelings. I didn't know if my love for him was real. I might have been desperate after losing my mother and father. Elly. Despite all that, I may still love him. That's why I want to see what Fei can do and what I can do. I want us to be apart and think about ourselves again. I want to see how I really feel. You have changed a lot, Elly. What happened to you in the past 3 weeks? Really? I don't think I've changed. Yes, you have. I should say you have matured. Like a mother. Excuse me, I'm only 18 years old. I'm nowhere near the age of being your mother. Not his mother, a mother. Sorry, you gave me that impression. That is all. Anyway, Satan, I'm going now. Alright, I will follow you as soon as I finish off here. Hey, what are you doing? I go too. What? I go. Emeralda, I can't take anyone else along with me for something like this. I'll be fine on my own. If Elly go, I go too. Emeralda, I have to go with you. Emeralda? No, Emeralda go too. Why not let her go? I'm sure Solaris has a hunch about the limiter. They may interfere, so you may feel uneasy going it alone. I think Emeralda is cut out for this job. Besides, she is going to want to go no matter what. Take care of her until I can join you, please. Okay, you win. Let's help each other, alright? I can do it alone. You just watch. What's he typing at? Or is he looking at books? I thought so. So, you were the one who brought Fei and his girl to me. I realized it the minute I saw the two of them. Why? How could I help but notice? They looked the spitting image of you and her. Yes, just as you yourselves looked way back then. Right, Lacan? Huh? You mean... I'm confused. I mean, I know that... What do you mean he's still alive? Yes. Ridiculous. Didn't Ramsus shoot him down? She was also on the gear that Ramsus shot down. I won't have her die. But there is already a mother. Although she may be the anti-type, as long as the current mother exists. As far as I see it, that is not complete. Quite picky, aren't you? Didn't you say you threw away all human emotions? I don't care what you think. Anyway, as far as he is concerned, I will put Ramsus onto him. Any objections? Where is he presently? Etrenang is destroyed, but part of the memory cube is still active. We should still be able to locate individuals. Wait a moment. He has left the crash site and is heading towards Ignis. I see. So he has left the area. That means it is only a matter of time before the seal is broken. Did you say something? It's nothing. Just sit here and wait there and wait for good news. What about retrieving the girl? The key is already beginning to resonate. The time of the resurrection is near. We can get the girl any time. It doesn't have to be now. Let's take our time. I already forgot the guy's name. What am I looking at the names here? Graf. Graf and Lacan are the same people? But who was that spirit? On my way to Ignis, I re-encountered him. Karan Ramsus. Ramsus once again stood in my way, in his Omni gear, Vendetta. It was an unavoidable battle. I released the new function that was added to my Mark II gear, System id. I was doing this battle to maybe get me used to System id. Maybe I'll fight differently. Blaze pose, mass power to attack. Kind of afraid. Oh, my attack level is infinite. Let's charge. Charge field at 10 times? What? I got Goten X and Kosho. Oh, what? I actually did damage on him. Broke Blaze pose. Blaze pose, mass power. Oh, I can break his pose. So use Goten X again. Break his pose. So, like, are enemies going to also get this strong now? Because it looks like I'm just going to be getting a bunch of Omni gears. 0. 374... 7... Oh, that's nothing compared to what I'm doing to him. So, wait. I get those moves instantly? Oh, I broke out of my thing. I see the id system. Let's see, I'm curious here. System id uses 1,000. So I still have my regular moves, that means. Ramsus' absolute confidence was shattered, leaving only his cry of disbelief and resentment. Ramsus' machine disappeared into the sea of foliage. Why he was so fixated on me, I do not know why. But he did say this. If only you didn't exist. Okay. And that was all in the past tense, so we've already passed that portion. In order to disperse the nanomachines, Emeralda and I headed for one of the ruins of the Zeboim civilization, the mass driver facility. Is this going to be a recurring theme in here of just like monologuing? I have heard that this disc does fall in comparison to the first one. So I don't know if this is just one of the reasons or if something else happens along the way. Because you'd think we'd have to travel there. Fortunately, the facility was still active, which allowed us to proceed onto the central control room with little difficulty. Along the way, we saw various missiles and giant rockets that were created during the Zeboim era. They stood like tombstones of that ancient civilization. It was a graveyard for a race of people who destroyed each other over pride and arrogance. Once arriving at the central room, we met up with Satan, who helped us activate the mass driver. We succeeded in launching the capsule containing the nanomachines, which would release the seal limiter. I really didn't have to go through anything? I'm surprised. They didn't actually make me go through an actual dungeon. I was all ready to get going. So the limiters are now going to be released on everyone on the planet. So fear of the Ministry will no longer exist. It's an Aurora Borealis. At this time of the day, at this time of the year, localized specifically... Yeah, it didn't work. What's it going to do? Revert Lahan? And everyone in it? Imagine if it did. That's the orphan place. There's Nissan. It also says that I'm reverting, so, like, it's reverting certain things. The nanomachines that were scattered into the upper atmosphere began to multiply and spread throughout the whole of the world. The nanomachines glared in the sunlight, flowing like a large river in the sky. That glare would remove the bonds restraining everyone. It was to be our light of hope for regaining back our true freedom. Solaris' mobile surface supremacy weapon invaded the area with great force. Chevette and Nissan's standard battle battalions were no match against it. It was only a matter of time before the Solaris' mobile weapon arrived in Nissan. After we pushed back the Solarian gear units, we headed for Nordschön to the Kislev capital's administrative district. We went there to obtain one of our one and only means of staying up against the mobile weapon. Yeah, but I haven't done anything yet. It's kind of weird. Why would I save now? Okay. Was I supposed to equip phase gear? Start. Kislev Capital's Nordschön Central Administrative District itself was a secret battleship construction by Bart's ancestor, Roni Fatima, after the Great War with Solaris many hundreds of years ago. The existence of the secret battleship remained hidden. Later, the ship was turned into a section of the Kislev Imperial Capital during the founding of the Empire. Very wordy now. Uncovering this truth from some ancient records, Bart activated the secret battleship in order to fight against the Solarian mobile surface supremacy weapon. The sand cruiser Yggdrasil was actually the center of command and also the main secret weapon of the craft. Awakening from 500 years of dormancy, its true form appeared before us. Commanded by its new master, the secret battleship stood before the mobile weapon with all of us inside of it. I knew that was a ship. It was so obviously a ship. I just thought that was Goliath at first. So that's our new airship. Will I be able to actually control it? Because I'm apparently not allowed to do anything right now. Whoa. What was that? What's going on? I'm battling with the ship? Whoa, yay, the Yggdrasil's in it. Oh, don't tell me this is actually a Gear 2. I feel like I'm watching Power Rangers or something. It's a damn gear. What, like a giant gear? Super Dimensional Gear Yggdrasil 4. Okay. It speaks. Alright, transformation complete. Come on, monster, let's go. What is that? That, not her. Okay, the FT I think stands for Fatima. Okay. What can I do here? This is basically the most maxed out you can get for a gear. I mean, I have like 99,999. I can't even say anything apparently. I have no attacks but this apparently. Okay. I don't even have any special moves I can use. Might as well use the X to attack then. What am I battling even? Oh, well, I know its name, but what is this even? Man, I sure am slow. I don't know, I'm just confused. Everything's just happening so fast. Considering how slow everything went in the first disc, suddenly it's like, okay, we did this, we did that, we did this, we did that, now we're doing this. Will I actually get to walk around again? Like, I assume I can't lose this battle. I mean, with this much HP, I don't care how many times this guy attacks, it'll take forever for him to even kill me. Okay, I killed this guy. I don't exactly know what he was. What do I... Well, Bart's the one who's controlling it, actually. And he got experience for it. Is this all the second disc is? The Solaris Marvel weapon was destroyed, which brought a sigh of relief to the continent of Ignis. Peace was signed, and after some 500 years of division, the land of Ignis once again became united. Excitement spread throughout Avet, Nissan, Kislev, Shevat. The sky shivered as if to celebrate. By the hands of Elly, Satan, Tora, and Esmeralda, the nanomachines had been dispersed into the atmosphere. That was where disaster struck. Our songs of victory were replaced by sounds of total pandemonium. In the beginning, we had no idea what had transpired. We witnessed unexplicable phenomena. People from all parts of the globe began to mutate into abnormal forms. It seemed to be triggered when the nanomachines removed the limiter seal that was placed on humankind by Krellin in the past. The human form, with its innate abilities, released. That's when I remember what Hammer had said back in Solaris. His words were, "What becomes of the normal humans?" When did he say that? Things are happening way too fast. So they are naturally germinating because the resurrection of God is near. Those who will become the body of our servant. I never knew so many would exist, even without using the key. But some of them still have not yet begun to germinate. Are they not destined to be the flesh of God? Or perhaps those are the enemies of God. Let us reactivate the strategic point of the Soylent. At any rate, they are just incomplete mutants. They are useless now in their half-finished form. God's apostles. There cannot be any harm in having too many of them. Krellin again. With Miang. Yep. I don't know what Miang's problem is. The chains that restrained humankind have been removed because of you. But that doesn't mean there is anything wrong with our plan. Everything is still under control. In the event of the explosion in the capital of Solaris earlier, I had set up a nanomachine virus to diffuse into the atmosphere. I knew they were eventually going to break the seal, but the timing was a little close for comfort. The current mutations of the humans are an initial response to the virus. Once the virus we spread over the world germinates inside the humans, they are no longer the same. They change into a controllable form. We need humans to do not depend on the key's invocation in order to awaken. In other words, a being to take the place of the original body of God. It's like a Trojan horse released at the time of the assimilation with God. A literal virus. But isn't it different from what they intended? Of course, we can't let them have their way. The Ark of God is mine. Either way is fine by me. We'll just side with whichever is the more certain one anyways. going on here? The Soylent System, a group of facilities formerly created by Solaris. These facilities existed all over the Earth. It is said that originally these were used for biological experiments and brainwashing. The people who mutated into that were called Wells, or the true form of humans, gathered at these facilities. Some of the humans turned Wells were attacking healthy humans and devouring their flesh and blood. That is because healthy human flesh and blood eased the pain of their sudden molecular changes and let them live longer. Their lives were so short. Soon after, severely mutated beings started to seek the flesh and blood of these less mutated beings. A lot of reading. I didn't know there'd be so much. I need a drink soon. The Soylent System divides and merges those mutated bodies on a molecular level. I'm also starting to mispronounce a lot more. A set of facilities that recreate the more perfect single life form to be used as a weapon. So the Soylent System is a weapon. This was the truth behind the Gazelle Ministry's M plan. I guess it's like blood, and those are blood cells, and that's a weapon. What is it called? How do they know all this, anyways? Who's even talking? Is it a narrator or a character? Go to those facilities and you will be freed from the unbearable agony. So people gathered, seeking a fulfillment of this promise. There was salvation there. The news spread, although no one actually uttered it. Their mutated blood probably told such people to gather there. We went there to destroy the Soylent System. Do I actually get to destroy the Soylent System, or is it something else I watch? We're already here. There, humans fought amongst themselves greedily for limited pardons to live. It was an ugly battle to keep on living, or so it may have seemed to the casual passerby. But to me, they were desperately trying to live. It was each person's natural human form. There were the haves and the have-nots, and among them were some of my former friends from Solaris. They wanted our flesh and blood. They told us the haves should share with the have-nots. They asked if a have, such as myself, could understand their plan. I couldn't answer. No matter what I said, it would have sounded like a conceited have speaking. Even so, I wanted to relieve their anguish, and I decided to do so. Just like the person in the memory of my dreams. In the distant past. It awoke. Then suddenly the system went out of control. The Sophia mass, a monstrous organism still in the process of amalgamation, broke through the barrier and the life support facilities and stood before us. No longer a human form, that which was once human began eating the people gathered there seeking relief. We had to fight it, in order to save the people and in order to save him. The eyes of that which was once human looked at me, pleading for death, to take away the agony. Open menu. Okay. I'm kind of questioning where this game's going with its stuff now. I mean, I heard that this game kind of ran out of a budget, potentially due to money being put towards Final Fantasy VIII. I'm not sure if it's true, but I've heard that. Is this what's causing the fact... Would all of this been actually gameplay had they had time to finish this game? Because this really feels superficial right now. It's just kind of leading me along. And does Elly have an Omni Gear right now? Or no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't have an Omni Gear. Should I even use her? I don't even know what to expect. I mean... let's go. What else can I do? Zoom game. Okay. Wait, I don't fight in my gear? Why don't I fight in my gear? Look how big that thing is. Okay, fine. Then I'm glad I chose this team. Let's kill these whales. I assume they're whales at least. Yeah, so far... I don't know. Just kind of seems strange to me. I mean, like, they're telling the story so fast in just text. Rock ether effects. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, I'll use... What else do we got here? Speed up next turn. Yeah, like he needs to be any faster. Should I just aim for the main guy then? Because these small guys, Sophia, they sure take a lot of HP. Well, they sure take a lot of hits to drain their HP. Okay, I killed one. Now let's use my recovery move. Sophia mass. Nice. Maybe I should make Fei a bit stronger. Already 40 minutes have passed. I haven't done anything. I've had 2 battles so far. Everything else has been story. Okay, let's just use my Iron Valor. Make myself a little bit stronger. Attack up. You recovered 91 from me. Gonna use this just in case. Make sure. That's exactly why I used it. For that type of moment. So now Fei should take away a little bit more. I don't even know what he did. I did into 200 last time, I think. I don't know, these guys don't seem particularly that strong. Alright, might as well recover. I figured get rid of those small guys first. Just because they're a bit more bothersome. And then attack the big guy. Hey, Elly should get a recovery. Elly! I don't have much to say. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't even have much to say about what's going on. It's just happening so fast. No. I forgot who I was on for a second. Now I'm gonna want to get Sighton to recover us again. Yeah, everyone blocks ether, I know. Don't want to leave myself too vulnerable. Besides, that big guy's slow. These guys are faster. And just an annoyance. Plus he recovered. That takes away nothing. Alright. Everyone should be good now. Man. It's been 51 minutes according to this. And I've really encountered nothing. I hope the entire disc isn't like this. Is this why people don't like it as much? Because it just kind of goes on like... I guess I'll call it a story on rails? With just battles randomly placed in between? Because now I feel less involved in the story. Now I'm gonna need to recover again. But yeah, I'm feeling less involved because I'm not going through the little portions of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming they really want to get the story in, so they sacrifice gameplay for it. If that's the case of them running out of most resources to complete the game. So the story is going to be presented in its full, but we're not going to go through the small things like we did in the first part. It's a lot of summaries of what's going on. Oof. Hey! Not fair! And he recovered it too. Jeez. What? Get rid of all of them and now he attacks me personally? Jeez. Hope he doesn't always do that. Alright, let's try and kill this guy then. Hope he doesn't do that often. Well, his defenses aren't anything special. Alright then. I mean, I have enough things to remove KO. At least I have that. Ah, man, it looks like it's all he's going to be doing now. Great. Just great. He's always doing it to Satan. So at that point, it's like, what's the point of recovering him? Especially if he's not going to do his regular attacks now. Okay. Is this all he's going to do now? That's a piece of crap. Just going to keep knocking me out. Well, I guess I can handle it. As long as I don't run out of those items. That's a cheap move, though. Especially because he's always doing it. And he's always recovering now that I think about it. So I might as well keep my HP low so I take away more than he recovers. Because right now, if he does on Fei... Hey, wait. See, I'm going to have to keep bringing them back to life, or else he'll take away everyone's HP. And how can he even taken 403 away and recovered it on him? That didn't even seem like it was possible. He went again. So there's no point in recovering my HP. He's just going to take it away. Just bring them back to life when I have to. And just keep fighting him. It's the only strategy I could think of. It's not even a good strategy. It's just a cheap cheap trick. Just have him steal all your HP and recover. Like here he just recovered 554. He's somehow able to recover more than I have actually. He recovers based on your max, not what you actually have, which is kind of unfair. Oh well, I'll just keep beating him and I'll just buy more of those things. Which means that if you did not prepare for this battle, it was a lost cause. I like how he hasn't even gone to Fei yet. Man, I know Satan has the most HP. There, now he went after Fei. Man, what a bad battle this is. What, should I just kept at least one of those guys around? Was that the trick here? I mean, I can't even pronounce anymore. I'm in a rage, apparently. Okay, at least get another attack in before he does. Seems to have gone faster, too. Now I'm wasting time. He just recovered 554. Well, Elly and Satan should be able to do an attack before he can do another one. Oh wait, no. Satan's goes back down. What I can even do is slow him down. Well, at least I took away any recovery he did. Come on, Fei. Good. Fei gets an attack in. So I got 3 attacks in. That nullified... Wow, that was weak. It's not dependent on his HP, is it? That wouldn't be good if it was. Or did his, oh, his Iron Valor thing probably ran out. That's too bad. What a sucky battle. This is probably worse than the Shakan battle. Okay, good. At least if I can get 2 moves in. Especially with Satan, he takes away a good amount. Would have been good if I could get Fei, but nope. He didn't allow it. Oh man, what a sucky battle. I won't even use my EP. It looks like it'll be useless. Alright, somebody please get attacking before he does another one. You stupid. I'm gonna use Satan. I'll have Elly recover him or something. Okay, fine. Elly, please go before he does another one. Oh, I have so many of these left, too. I don't even have an EP removed that'll help anyone. Alright, at least Elly went, I guess, but each time he does a turn, I lose someone. He's probably not even close to death yet. Now he just recovered 554. What a sucky battle this is. I should have used Fei to do the recovery because he actually is weaker than Elly. Well, let's see if I can win this battle. It looks like it's going to take a long time. Why on... Okay, you did it on Elly this time. Fine, do it on Elly. Now he's recovering a lot more. Because he seems to be going fast. He was so slow before. And I mean, putting an effect on myself won't help because Every time I die, I'm just gonna have to redo it anyways. Alright, please, please. Okay, good. Sightin. Elly, if you can charge before he does another move, that would be great. Ah, of course not. I went to Sightin. Great, thanks. Thanks a lot. Here I was hoping I would do good. It's just annoying. Of course, gotta wait for Sightin to recharge again every time, but at least he goes fast. Look, he's already almost full. So at least I basically get rid of his recovery with a little bit of extra damage. Of course he wouldn't let Elly get in. Use Elly to recover because Sightin takes away the most as far as I know. So it's futile to even recover anyone's HP. It doesn't do anything. It's just a waste of my turn. Sightin gets to go again, which is always good. I wish he wouldn't kill Sightin as often as he does. He does the most damage. Look, he just wiped out everything. Okay, good. At least I can get Fei in, but Elly probably won't be able to go before he kills someone. I prefer if he killed Elly or Fei more often. Nope. He goes to Sightin. The one I need. Man, I only have 17 of these left. Hopefully he doesn't require 17 more. Well, now it's 16, I think. Hopefully it doesn't require that much more. Because it really sucks. Why is Fei so weak? Doesn't make any sense. Of course. Wouldn't even allow me to, would he? I'm almost tempted to just like fast forward through the rest of this battle. I think that's what I'll do. No point. I'm just straining my voice right now. Good. Die and stay dead. What a cheap battle. You know what? At least Shakan, you know what? At least I had my gears for that. And Maria helped. This was just stupid. At least I had advantages. Once I knew I was doing Shakan, fine. This guy just killed me. Maybe I should have just left all those other guys. Alright, an hour and not much has happened. Oh, good. We're finally having them talk. Sightin, please lend me your sword. Last we're not in the monologue. We actually get an Animu cutscene.
I'm sorry. I guess I couldn't help you after all. All I can do for you now is ease your wounds.
What horrible dubbing this is.
I'm so sorry.
Elly, you...
Please, listen to me. Stop fighting amongst yourselves. We're all humans. This facility was built by the Solaris Ministry. It was created to implement their no-waste plan. Such facilities were to convert mutated humans into weapons that serve as tools for their ambitions. Just one part of their overall plan of racial purification. Of course, once you enter their umbrella of protection, you can avoid absolute death, but is that human life? Even if you are the only one left, if you're devoid of a heart, what does it all mean? All of you want to be loved, needed by someone, so we look to the others. By ourselves, we are lonely, so we try to draw close together to live. That's what it means to be human. That's how people live. A single hand cannot clap. To relieve your pain, I'll give however much of my flesh you need. Therefore, don't throw away your dignity as humans. Don't let go of your human heart. Elly, are you okay? What are you doing? You think I am doing something foolish? No. I only did what I could. Maybe I'm a hypocrite, a well-to-do have. Maybe it's only pity for the have-nots. But if I can know the joy of giving out a little of the life within me, then maybe someday it may just be possible that one human can truly give love to another. People can do it. I truly believe they can. That's why... Elly. I think she's gone crazy. Back here. After that, we went from place to place, destroying all the Soylent System facilities located on the surface of the Earth and freed the people held at each of the locations. All the people that had been mutated were taken by the Nissan where they received treatment. Can I play soon? Wow, my part's almost over. Those who had mutated only mildly were treated with Torah's nanomachines, which reconstructed and revived them. They were able to return back to their normal bodies. Unfortunately, there were some that had such accelerated symptoms that their treatment was not as promising. Trying to bring them back to a form that resembled a human was the best that could be done. However, mysteriously, they no longer fought each other for survival as they did when they were held by the Soylent System. Of course, the recovery from the physical pain of the mutation may have played a factor, but it wasn't only that. The majority of the people received by Nissan were those that had been admonished by Elly and had regained their humanity. Between her work in destroying the Soylent System facilities, Elly also went around and nursed the people in Nissan. She aided the bodies of the mutated and lent an ear to those who had no other place to go for help. She was the very image of the woman who created Nissan, Mother Sophia. It became rumored that Elly was a reincarnation or a second advent of Sophia. Go to Nissan, you'll receive salvation. The news seemed to spread further about the people and came from all over. Man, I'm not reading properly anymore. The news seemed to spread further about and people came from all over to be saved, both physically and spiritually. Free from the supervision of Solaris, the surface dwellers began to unite in one place. Back here again. The story's just way advancing. The germinating of those destined to be the body of the servant of God. As before, the humans are gathering in Nissan. At this rate, not to fear. This might actually be helpful for us. Time is near. Should we not prepare for those who are to become the fleshly body of God and those who will awaken God? The time has come to activate the Geishia key. What, literally a key? What? Cain? What more do you intend to do? I cannot allow you to use the key. What are you doing? Without the resurrection of God, our purpose cannot be fulfilled. Or are you planning on perishing with God, Cain, without fulfilling our purpose? Your purpose? You were fated to it from your birth. Why haven't you realized that it does not arise from your own free will? I've heard enough. Yes, this is our own volition. If you still insist on opposing us, Gwah! Have you forgotten? You are my subordinates. I can destroy you if I so desire. No! No! We have already done our part. It's time to pass the helm to the next generation. The people will not perish. I don't get it. Alright, more storytelling, jeez. Although the initial impact of being released from the limiter seal caused some momentary chaos, everything slowly began to settle down. We then began to search for the anima relics, the catalysts to transform gears into omni-gears. In the past, 10 relics have been recovered. It is said that about half of those are in the hands of the Ministry. According to Zephyr, there should be several more relics hidden in the land. We knew then that Solaris would most certainly be searching for them. There was no way we could allow Solaris to have them. We visited the place where, using archaic records, Zephyr and her people had been able to get clues on whereabouts of the relics. Following the information we obtained from there, we head towards the ruins of what seemed to be an ancient civilization. Am I actually going to get to play now? Wait, who was the other person in my team? I should have looked. Can I actually go through the ruins? Where am I? What is this? Okay, good. Whoa, I'm not the enemy. My family's been merchants for generations, and we got our own ways to fight. And this is my battle. Want to buy something? I even service gears. What's the characters? Okay, you know what? Forget it for now. Go here. And see. Oh, Emeralda was the last one. Okay, makes sense. Alright, I am going to end this part right here, right now. So far, I will admit this has been disappointing. The story is going way too fast, and I am not playing at all. This is the first time I've been able to actually walk around, other than being in that, whatever his name's place was. Everything's going too fast for me to remember anything right now. Nothing's able to sink in. And that's one problem I'm having with this part right now. While things may have gone slow in the first CD, at least I was able to let parts of the story sink in. Now everything's just happening way too fast. And if that's why people don't like the second disc, I can understand it. You don't really get to do much. Anyways, hopefully the next disc is a bit more promising. No, what am I saying? I'm tired. I've been doing a lot of reading. My throat's all choked up now. Hopefully the next part will be a bit more promising, but I'm not looking forward to it. Anyways, before I ramble on more nonsense, see you next time. Hopefully better stuff happens.